everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of DOTcast. About 45 minutes later than it should have been because we've been sitting on Zoom going round in circles, but I think we've just about got it to work.
I've just made it.
I'm Robbie, we've got Callum.
Hello.
Hamish.
Hello.
Reese.
Hello.
And Gregor.
Alright.
And yeah, everybody had a good week, boys. What you all been up to?
Been alright. Wrote 3 songs, didn't we, Robbie?
We certainly did. One
I'd
called
say
The
they're
Flood.
all amazing.
I would
Flood,
indeed.
yeah. Flood.
A good-
They don't even know that.
That's news to
They
us.
included
That's
in
news to us,
the
folks.
new ones you sent last week, or is that
Well, we
3
just
new,
wrote-
new ones?
Just wrote Flood yesterday, so that's another new one.
The Willow Flood.
Excellent.
Actually, in the news, isn't there a bit of flooding going on down south at the minute?
It wasn't us, mate. Wasn't us. Callum, you also got out of your isolation, your COVID isolation this week.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I had COVID, and now I don't. And I went running.
Running away from the
Take
COVID.
that, COVID.
Can't catch that, boy.
Reese, you've had you're not going to leave us for any butter-related shopping trips, no?
No, any butter commitments have been seen to in time, so we're all good.
We did get a message on Twitter from Adam, who said that Hamish, the movie that you were looking for last week with the stork at the start, was Dumbo.
I tell you,
Apparently.
that's what it says.
So thank you, Adam. Yeah.
Yes, well done.
And
It's one of those movies
Gregor,
that you see.
Gregor, we've not had any kind of backlash from Kirsten after my accidental dog remarks, no?
Yeah, she just hasn't listened to it yet. Give
That's
it another
fine.
week. Come
We'll-
back
we'll-
to us at the start of episode 3, and I'll ask her what she wants me to say to you.
Can do a super edit for her. So yeah, big day today. I was looking at the news. Biden got a new president. So we
Well,
can
America
say,
got a new president.
well, yeah,
Biden's-
Biden is president. he's 78.
It's
Which I
very
thought was
old.
Very
interesting.
age.
It's very old. And Lady Gaga sang at his not his funeral. Shit, what's it called?
Inauguration.
Inauguration. That's
Yeah.
it. They could just replay it for the funeral in 2 years' time. They'll be fine.
Did you see that
Um,
Trump pardoned like 73 people yesterday? And
it was rumoured that it was going to be Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
He had a limo waiting for him outside the jail, and then he didn't get pardoned, so he's going to be raging.
Some poor limo driver going, what? Oh, for God's sake.
I drove all
No,
the way
yeah.
out here.
Apparently prepared a video as well to like thank Donald Trump and.
But he'd be kind of screwed because he'd come out of jail and he'd not have any zoos or nothing. Everything's been taken off him, so it's not like he's got nothing to go back to.
Straight down Dobby's to get some fish.
I'm caught a car.
Fresh start.
This is so I realised since we're all sitting having beer that we could do a new, I mean we've only had 1 week, but this is a brand new feature of the DOTcast, and it's Drink of the Week. So I will start. I don't think I'm going to win Drink of the Week because I'm drinking Thatcher's Gold, which is very basic, but it's also quite a nice cider. Callum?
I've gone for a Black Isle Brewery blonde unfiltered lager.
That's number 1 right there. Hamish?
I'm just on the Brewdog Lost Lager. I ran out of all my fancy cans that I got from my friend Colin, the Caledonia beer merchant. That's a shout out.
This
week's brought
brought
to
to
you
you
by
by
the
the
good-
Caledonia Beer Merchant.
Yeah, ran out of all the really good stuff. So what Brewdog's Nest Bex thing. So that's really good. Lost.
Dobbin, what you on?
Camden Pale Ale,
Strong.
Townhill
strong.
Road Co-op's finest.
And Gregor?
On the Cobra. I think I've drunk this twice in my life, and the Sainsbury's is on sale in Sainsbury's, so
Excellent with a curry.
it's excellent with the curry. That is so true.
So unconfident about the beer, Greg.
No.
Cobra. Not really sure
You're
if
the
that's
snake.
trendy.
You practice this,
It's a
Gregor. Come
world
on.
beer. There you go.
Well, I think our debut drink of the week goes to Callum. That's
so.
a tremendous beer. And if you'd like,
Nearly dropped the mic.
it's
Is that
going
too-
to
is
your
that
head
too
already. So if you'd like to write a congratulatory jingle for that, feel free. If not, very good jingle to open the podcast, by the way. We didn't have that when we did this last week. I like it a lot.
That was quite fun.
So this week, boys, we are talking about songs. Ooh, very exciting. So first of all, I thought we'd start with us. This is a subject that we kind of come across a lot when we're trying to design set lists, and I think everybody has a completely different tier of songs that we've released and all these new demos that we're doing. And if you had to pick one out of all of them, combining how good they are to listen to and how fun they are to play live, what is your favourite Dot song? Gregor?
Oh dear. What is my favourite Dot song? I kind of like 20. 20 has got, even though I forget to tune down to drop
I was
D
just
every
about to say
single time, it's just fast paced. Love the harmonies at the chorus, and the lovely vocal effects that Femke put in at the wee breakdown section at the end. An absolute belter.
We went through quite a phase of kind of not quite getting those harmonies together, and then I just remember at one gig it just clicked, and we always kind of make eye contact now as if I kind of like a wee gentle nod to each other, like, yeah, you did well, mate, well done.
No, it's not. It's more like a got away with that.
Yeah. Oh, what? It didn't pick me up. I was singing a metre away. Oh. No, 20's a good song. It's a good music video as well. I like that one.
Yeah.
All the kind of live shots. You've got Hamish Penman being crowd surfed in Aberdeen. And
Have you not? There's not like a great bit where your friend Angus is at the front, and I think he's like going like this, like ironically, but it does look quite good in the video anyway.
just some moshers at the front.
He's played himself with that one.
Yeah,
Certainly.
Hamish Penman, he leaves every single one of our gigs with like surely like back pains and a concussion. He gets dropped on his head, like you can see him go, and he'll refuse to put his legs down, and then all you see is just like full
beautiful
dive
thing.
onto the floor.
The thing is, it's not even a dancing, like he does that everywhere he goes. There's a video when Baby Strange, I think they did the garage or something like that, they did a kind of special show and they released a video of the night, and I watched it, and like 2 minutes in I was like, I think that's Hamish. So like sent him a screenshot. He was like, oh shit, I forgot I did that.
I know
He's just
those
like
legs.
falling down. Yeah. he did you not stage dive when we played PJ Malloy's once and just nobody caught him? It was like School of Rock, landed face first.
Yeah.
Good times.
Is a knack for that.
Reese, what about you?
Probably Riviera, because I get to rip off the Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World beat. Yeah, I've only played it live a couple of times, but it's a fun one.
I think that's one of these songs that we haven't, because it was like released during lockdown, that like we literally just haven't played it live at all. But it's such an old song now for us.
That's mad, isn't it?
Like, what was it? Losing It, Riviera,
Tell me.
Yeah,
Tell
it's
Me.
like a handful
Yeah.
of times, and yeah.
The lockdown EP.
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
Riviera is a cool one though. That was, I think that was written out in Nashville, and yeah, it's just a proper feel good kind of. I love Hamish's guitar on it as well.
Yes, it's a good tune.
What
It's a good
what about you, Hamish?
Favourite song to play live, I reckon. See, it's hard because you could do it from the crowd's sort of reaction to the song or just my own personal enjoyment playing it. But for me, Wonderland, based on the guitar side of it, is very like it's not so much difficult, but it's just good. It's fun to play. It can be quite difficult at times. Plus, when we do it live and stuff, I merge it with one of my other favourite tunes, Chance, but Big Country, and it fits really well. So I can put that lead at the very end, which is good. And
Somebody got a text message.
Somebody got a text message. That blew
I think
up
we all
here.
just got
Get
deafened.
your do not disturb on now.
Oh, dearie me.
Who's guilty for that?
That's all through my laptop. I do
Oh,
apologise
really?
sincerely.
On this video, you're just
Rookie
gonna.
error.
Actually, here, Robbie, that was Kirsten. She might have a reply for you. No. It's fine. It's not.
We when I think it was live at Leeds we played Hamish and we did Wonderland at the end, and
Yes.
you did the kind of
Oh no, that was at
Chance
the was it Sun Fleece? What's that? That
Bristol.
Bristol, is it
But
Bristol?
the guy came up and he was like, "Oh, like your guitarist reminds me of like Big Country so much." And I
Oh
was like,
yeah,
he-
sorry. I
he's
meant the
literally got it
different
written
time
in
when
his
Neil
arm, yeah.
Johnson was like, was that Bristol at the Fleece, and there was I don't know if we finished with Wonderland or we finished with I don't know what song we finished with, but yeah, same kind of thing. There was like women in the crowd and that came across and said like, yeah, it's very Big Country, and I says, well, it is their guitar that I'm fucking stealing.
You bloody idiot.
But yeah, no, that's probably my favourite for sure, Wonderland.
But was that Bristol? Was that dot to dot, or was that the Sunday night Bristol when we had approximately 9 people in the crowd
Dot to
a
dot.
couple of years ago?
Really dot to dot, I reckon.
Let's
fine.
not talk about the other one.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
didn't happen.
Playing at the Sound Man and that was class.
What about you, Cal?
I think my favourite Dancing on Tables song is Not to Need You. I think they're just the recording of it's just so cool. I feel like, and it's the only one I think, well, not the only one, but one at most of the time that I'll just like stick on a private session on Spotify and just when I'm walking down the street and just stick it on and think, yeah, this is pretty good.
I'm that guy.
That's me on there. That's
But-
me.
Hear that? Never mind.
Do you pretend you were like walking in slow motion and chucking a telephone to
Yeah.
the side?
Well, we
like
did it
the
in slow
video?
motion, to be fair. It
Just
worked.
screaming at people down the street, I don't need you anymore. But I think I love playing a bit of a rogue one, but I love playing Colour Me Good.
Yeah, I like playing that too.
Ah.
The song just rocks out, man.
So I reckon my favourite song between live and actually listen to is Body, because it's like we always kind of open with it towards the start and it's just a kind of big up tempo, and it's one of these songs that like it's so different to anything else that we have like on the recording with all the kind of percussion things, and I get to sing it, so that's
It's like, fuck you, Cal.
that's the first filter. Yeah. Yeah, so other than what is your favourite Dot song, if there was one song in the world that you could have either written or played on in the original recording, what would it be? This is so when I was thinking of this question, I thought there's different ways. It can either be kind of sentimentality, like this is my favourite song, I wish I was on it, but you could also think this is the most famous song in the world, I would be absolutely minted right now if I'd written it. So there's lots of different factors that you don't actually think
Yeah.
of until you contemplate it.
What
But
one
Hamish,
are we going for then? I would go. Does it matter which if you're going
just in
sentimental? or-
general, just what song do you wish you'd
that's
played on the original recording?
But I'll go for both. So like sentimental side, I wish I had written again in a Big Country by Big Country. That's my favourite song of all time. So I think I'd love to be on that. But as in like a favourite song like an absolute banger. It'd have to be like I don't know. It'd have to be like a Red Hot Chili Peppers tune or like maybe like a Guns N' Roses tune or something. A proper heavy sort of tune that everyone knows. Everyone knows the word. Even a Killers tune, Mr. Brightside. There you go. You'd be minted if you played guitar on that. I tell you for sure.
Definitely.
Without a doubt.
Big tune.
It's a big tune.
What about you, Cal?
Oh, Band on the Run.
Oh,
I wish I wrote that song. It's
I
just so
genuinely thought you were going to say Band-Aid.
the whole No, Band on the Run. Every time it comes on, you're just like, this song is just like, 4 unfinished songs, and they're all great, and it just makes one great song, and it's just actually quite funny, but still really good.
Fair play. A good aim to have.
Yeah.
As we're sitting and working out different part. Oh, it doesn't flow right, and then you can always think, well, band on the run. Stick it together.
Yeah.
Reese, what about you?
So if it was like what song I wish I'd written, it's probably "In My Life" by the Beatles. I just think it's a great song. Played on probably 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover by Paul Simon.
Damage.
Steve
Oh,
Gadd
that's a
playing
good
that.
tune.
Amazing tune. I could go boring like loads of weird drummer stuff, but I'm not going about that. But yeah, Paul Simon, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover.
Not going to go down that rabbit hole.
I thought Cal was going to do a Simon and Garfunkel one.
I was tempted, but when you messaged saying this was going to be a topic, and I was thinking about songs, and then I think actually when I was out on a run the other day, yep, I played Benny and the Jets by Elton John, and then I just put on like the radio of that song, and it was just like all these like songs that are just like really good, but also just quite funny as well. Like that. You make me feel like dancing. It's just so funny, but it's good.
I suppose, Callum, you could say you were a band member on the run.
Yes.
Thank you very
Someone
much.
edit
You're all
that out.
night.
Someone
Got me
edit
there.
out.
He's on the ball.
That's not
Keeping that one. He's
That's
keeping
not
it.
making
He's
it.
keeping it.
Gregor, which Fleetwood Mac song?
No, not today, boys. Not today. I'm glad I had this time to think about it because I honestly didn't have one. But I think I have to be a Michael Jackson tune. Don't stop till you get enough. Absolutely.
Risky.
Absolutely
a little
nothing
bit
wrong with that.
controversial.
Bad man,
but-
but a great musician.
Well, there you go. Absolutely quality tune. And yeah, but before Spotify and all that took over, you'd make an absolute mint as well. Also, that one guy who always likes Coldplay, Sky Full of Stars. I just want to play that guitar riff and that's it.
It's a good
I'll
riff.
play that guitar riff on the bass. That's what I want to do.
just a.
That's the only issue. Apart from that, you're sorted.
Yeah.
Is there any way, Robbie, when editing this, when Gregor says Michael Jackson, you can just say Michael Bublé? Keep it a bit more PG rather than. You know.
I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas by Michael Bublé. I'll try my best. I'm not sure I've got the software for that. Might not make the YouTube cut. I'd say since I kind of thought of the question and then told you guys, and then I realised when I asked the question there, I was like, shit, I haven't actually thought what mine is. But I reckon if you're thinking practicality, money-wise, something that's going to bring you money for the rest of your life and for generations to come,
Happy birthday.
but as a banger. Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
Mamma Mia.
ABBA's a shit. I thought you hated ABBA, Robbie.
I don't hate ABBA, mate.
Robbie,
That's getting edited out.
I love that. I'm Gareth.
I'm sure. I'm talking shite then. I thought I'd remembered you being like, I fucking hate ABBA.
I've been to see Mamma Mia the musical.
My God.
Have you?
Absolutely not. I've got that one wrong, haven't I?
Nah.
Fucking hell.
Swaff.
I think Robbie's taking a wee bit of offence to that.
He's on the ropes.
I went
Bring
to
me
see Mamma Mia 2 at the cinema, and I was looking for tickets, and the tickets like the Odeon in Dunfermline, stupidly expensive, and there's tickets for like £12, and then there's tickets for £5.70 for like a show and half an hour later. I was like, well, I'm gonna get the £5.70 one.
You get to see half the film.
Well, I turned up and turns out it's a showing for like the visually impaired or something. So it's like the song opens and the song starts and then you just hear the voiceover of like, the lady walks down the white stairs. I was like, oh, what have I done?
Did you watch
Is
the
it-
whole thing?
Oh yeah. I paid for it. It was good fun. You didn't
Buy
notice
the
it in the
ticket,
end.
take the ride, man. That's it.
It was just like your brain thinking out loud as you're watching things happen. So after Hamish got done in last week's Dot or Not, no
That was
shit,
me.
I've given it away.
Fucked that right off.
Hamish is about to get done on this week's Doctor.
So after Gregor got done on last week's Dot or Not, this week is time for Hamish Finlayson's Twitter account.
Oh, Jesus, fuck. Can I put a disclaimer just before we start? I don't tweet a lot whatsoever. Maybe once or twice a year if you're lucky, and everything's not quite PC either, so I don't know exactly what you've got.
The issue
So-
here is, Hamish, you used to tweet a lot,
I used to tweet a lot.
and that's where the fun is.
When Twitter first came out, hit me with it, go for it. Can you tell
So-
can you tell the year that I tweeted it as well?
No, because I didn't write it down.
Ah, fair play.
So I've got 4. I've got 2 that are dot, 2 that are not. But we'll just kind of do them one by one, and then I'll tell you at the end which ones.
Yeah, that's not fair. I got like 8.
Yeah, I know, but then I cut most of them out because I realised they weren't actually that funny. So we'll consolidate this time.
Right, go for it. I'm
So-
ready.
Number 1. Great sleep in a restaurant doorway. 10 out of 10 on TripAdvisor.
I'm saying yes.
Yeah.
I actually. This is like what Hamish did to Gregor last week. I think I know what this is referencing to as well.
I did think, but then I also thought it's an incredibly good story. So
You get a
Maybe
bonus point
mention it.
for the doorway.
Can I get a bonus point if I know the story?
you can indeed.
I think this is when Hamish and Andy missed the last bus and the last train after like drinking several pints in Edinburgh
Yes.
and just slept in the doorway in Edinburgh and waited for the train the next morning.
Then woke up and tweeted about it.
First thing, this is gonna look great on the Twitter feed.
You know what? I mean, that yes, you're right. That did happen, but I can't remember fucking tweeting about it.
Well, you did give it 10 out of 10 on TripAdvisor.
There
so.
you go. Excellent.
I mean, I've kind of given that away, but yes, that is Dot. That is a true thing that you tweeted.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Tell you what, Shania Twain is fucking class.
I've got to be. Yeah. That's one.
It's almost 2, Hamish.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it. I'm gonna say not.
Yeah, I'm going to say not as well.
Have I failed for it?
It's
Played it
not.
right into your
It's
hands.
not. It's a made up one. There was similar tweets, but not that exact one.
See, I do like Shania Twain. I do.
Sorry.
I do like Shania Twain.
Robert Pattinson should not take back Kristen Stewart. She cheated on him like a dog.
You did love Twilight for 2 years, didn't you, Hamish?
Absolutely fucking not, but
Oh, sorry,
was
man.
it.
I forgot we were doing the whole, you hate Twilight.
what do you think then? What do you think?
Any thoughts on the content there? Hamish, you're looking confused as well.
Well, to be honest, man, I can't remember a lot of things, eh? And like my time is one of them.
Hamish can't even remember the songs that we've recorded, so
Yeah, my brain doesn't function very well, so I don't know. I really don't know what the answer to that is.
I'm gonna say not again.
Reese,
Yeah, not.
Gregor,
Yeah, go on. No chance.
it was. I really hoped somebody was going to go for it because that is actually one of the tweets from now ex-President Trump. Could have been Hamish, though. Very similar.
I didn't even know who the people were in the tweet.
Oh man.
And the last one from the second ever Dot or Not. This girl said she recognised me from Vegetarian Club, but I've never met her before.
I don't get it.
I don't get
Yeah,
it.
I'm waiting. Yeah.
Herbivore. Herbivore.
Oh.
It wasn't me, it was Hamish that said it.
Oh well, you've given that away. I'm guessing it was Hamish then. Yeah.
Did you say that?
Tweet that.
there was about 7 or 8 just awful cringy jokes in a row in about 2015. So I had to take one of them.
Unbelievable.
Excellent.
Stuff.
Yeah.
That.
Well, that
I've
one
learned
will get cut
a
as
lot
well.
about myself. I've learned a lot about myself.
So 2015, Robbie, we knew the year.
Yeah, I remember that one. I laughed out loud. I thought it was very funny, but maybe just my delivery. So, in the last week, boys, last week we spoke about what we've been watching. Callum, I looked up Baby Teeth. I can see why you didn't want to talk about it, and I don't want to watch it.
I don't even know why I brought it up, man. I'd rather actually.
It's so
Yeah.
fucked.
I've got a better thing to talk about this time round.
On you go.
Let's hear it.
Oh, okay. Well, it was from recommendation of Rhys Dobbin, The Circle USA on Netflix.
Oh,
It-
God.
It was so good. I think
Good shite telly, innit?
it was really good shite telly. I think we watched 12 episodes in 2 days, and that was not in COVID isolation either. That was just
Out of your own choice.
just everyone's choice, and it was great. And I fell in love with some of the players. You know, hated some of the players. You know, it had me.
Joey, what a guy.
Joey,
I've
Shabam,
never.
Shoot bomb, yeah, Shuby.
What actually is it then? I've
So-
never seen it.
It's basically like 6 or 7 people are all in like their own like apartments, and it's like a social media reality TV thing. So they never meet each other, but they all like post stuff and like photos of themselves, and then they rate each player at the end of the week. But there's like people like catfishing and stuff. Like this guy went on as his girlfriend and got to like the final
I
5.
saw that.
And this guy was like quite like chubby and dorky, like went as like this proper like gym rat kind of guy and stuff. And it's just like honestly, it does sound terrible, but like watch it like 1 or 2 episodes and you'll just be like, I want to keep watching this.
Got a well study on your backstory doing something like that, eh? To keep it up for so long.
Well, yeah, like there's like people, like this guy was like as his girlfriend, you know, he's like, oh, I think that's so cringy, and he's like, but as Rebecca, I need to show that, you know, I've got a sensitive side and I'm really sweet, and he's just like sending this reply like, oh, thank you so much, you've made me feel so warm inside.
That's pure psychopath material, that.
It's similar to that one that was on like at the start of lockdown. Honestly, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a similar thing. You go into this like
Oh, Love is Blind with it.
Love is Blind,
You
and
talk
you're
to folk, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like
you don't
it's like,
see them until you're engaged to
It's
them.
like a wee shimmery glass door or something.
I
watched
thought
that.
you were just going to say there, Gregor, The Circle UK.
Yeah,
No. But yeah,
It might be by the same people.
Surely copyright,
Nah, it
man.
was-
Surely copyright.
What are you watching, Reese?
I might be stealing Hamish's one here, but married. Married Before Sight? Is that what
Married
it's
at
called?
First Sight Australia.
Married at First Sight Australia. Really,
Australia.
Again, like, because I've seen the UK one and it was pretty bad, but the Australia one for some reason is just really good. But
yeah, but
yeah,
Reese.
another example of good shite telly. Like,
We're
for some reason we're like.
Well, it's
5,
not shite
6
telly at all,
episodes
is it,
deep
Reese?
Today.
not
What
shite
was that?
telly at all. You love it, mate.
I do love it.
Don't
I'm
call
just
it shite
kidding- I'm
TV
just
if
kidding
you-
on and pretending it's shite.
Sapping up,
It's
mate.
good.
So is it literally people just meet each other and you go, do you want to marry them? And they have to say yeah or no?
No, it's like there's matchmakers basically, or I don't know what their job title is, but basically they go to them to find them a husband or a wife, and then they turn up on their wedding day with all their family, friends, everything, bridesmaids, and they've never met who they're marrying. And they go
Kind of
from
like
there
Tinder, but
right
somebody
on a
does it for
honeymoon.
you.
Yeah, that's quite entertaining. I think 5-6 episodes deep in it just from like this morning. So yeah, dangerous hole you fall into.
we're really painting ourselves as a lowbrow band. Like we all just
We're so
reality
left
TV,
field with our
reality TV, and last week, Robbie, was it Bridesmaids?
Bridesmaids, yeah. Well, actually, this week I've been watching Macbeth at the Roundhouse.
I thought thought you were being serious.
No.
That totally sounds like something you'd fucking watch.
Get a red wine out.
I
was
like
making my
ABBA.
candles
I don't
and
like
watching
Shakespeare.
That's funny.
No, this week I did watch something called Finding Alice, which was on ITV, and it had amazing reviews. It has Keely Hawes, who I quite like, who's in Ashes to Ashes. And I watched the first 2 episodes, and it's shit. Absolutely terrible. So boring, so unrealistic.
So, Robbie, we just lost you for like 15 seconds, and then you just came in. Absolutely terrible.
We're all just sitting there nodding away like, that's quite like.
I thought you were all in. This is just technical.
Oh, that needs to stay in.
That's good Australia. That's
Anyway, for everybody, I'm not even going to say, you're going to have to listen to the podcast to hear what I was talking about. But
Right, fair enough.
yeah, that was a good review.
Sounds really good though.
And Gregor, what you on? I can't believe that happened.
I've not watched anything since last week, mate. I have no update at all on shit
Just
that I watched.
grinding away.
Can I put
Yeah.
a wee input here? See, since last week, is that a new hat you've got?
Yeah, so
See,
No, it's not
I
new.
knew
A new
it
one.
was.
the problem I've got at the minute is the hat is actually folded up twice. But when I'm doing anything, I can't hear anybody. So I need to fold it up twice. So then, ears.
It's like a wee fisherman's hat.
Yeah, that's like if I'm in the shop with my mask and my earphones in and a hat on, it's like going over my ears, so it's
Aye.
like
You
bulging.
turn your head and you're knocking shit off the shelves.
What I'm more concerned about is that the headphones make me look like... What's the Cybermen? Remember Doctor Who? The Cybermen.
do look like a Cyberman.
Here, maybe.
It'll be aerial, the wee sort of antennae thing.
Aye.
Yeah, I get you.
Aye.
Aye.
Tenner.
Aye.
So no
Anybody
TV
else
update.
got anything this week? This was something that I meant to ask. I thought it could be a thing that we spoke about what we've bought in the last week, and I forgot. But Gregor's got a hat.
I didn't buy the hat, though.
I've
Oh
been
my god, that was so
splashing cash this
aggressive.
week. Splashing the cash.
I found it.
I've been in my possession
Don't
for a
go
while.
telling people I'm that kind of guy that goes about buying hats on a Monday.
So finally, before we go, we've had some questions in on Twitter and Instagram. I've picked one. This is from John on Twitter, who asks, would you... I actually, can I just say before I ask this, I do think I know what everybody's answer is going to be, but would you rather win £50,000 or your best friend win £5 million?
Friend 5 million.
Ooh.
Lock that in.
Bank.
Yeah, without a doubt, 5 million, because you'd just force them to share it with you, wouldn't you?
See, that's the issue though. Would they?
Yeah, but if any of yous won 5 million, I'd hope that you'd put at least 1 million into the band. So
Yeah, exactly. And like Robbie, you know, I know where you live. We all know where you live. If you won £5 million, I'd be at your door wanting more than 50k. That's for sure.
Gregor,
Yeah. Has to be the friend with the 5 million.
that is definitely not what you
That's
think,
not
Gregor.
true. You would take you would take the
that sounds
50k and
positive,
walk away.
man.
Chris.
Gregor, you're the kind of guy in that game. where it's
Businessmen
like
have
split or
no
steal.
friends.
Can the split or
The
steal
working
balls.
day
Oh,
doesn't
go-
finish until 6.
That was just a mumble of stuff. This is exactly what we were talking about earlier. Everyone's speaking over each other.
The main takeaway from it was, Gregor, you are that guy in that episode of Golden Balls who promised he'd split and then stole.
Amazing patter.
That is
Amazing patter.
Here, I got roasted last week. This is not fair. This isn't fair.
Arguably.
I'm telling you now. 5 million from the friends. I don't know if I've been a good enough friend though to most people.
exactly. See, now you think about it, you'd probably just take the 50k.
well,
You just
Go on
buy-
then. For the laugh, I'll take the 50k
Only if it's in Bitcoin.
and I'll put it all on red.
On Bitcoin.
on Bitcoin.
Surely splash.
Sorry, Robbie, I just stole that from you.
It's alright. Gregor will just mute my one because I think your one was funnier anyway.
Or can you just edit? You'll go Bitcoin. Just cut me out. Yes,
I'm
Bitcoin.
I
Robbie,
am
you
going to
can,
overdub all of this.
Robbie, you can edit the entire thing. I'm having no say in it.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, boys. This has been, again, another very fun part. I spent all of this week looking forward to tonight because it feels like we get to get together again. Anything we want to talk about next week, or will we just decide when we get there?
I'm going to do us a music round next week.
Oh, very exciting.
So keep out for that.
Look forward to it.
Keep an eye out for that.
Going to be the introduction of buzzers next week.
And jingles.
There's going to be sound effects
And
next
jingles,
week.
yeah.
Wait. Every day I'm going to eat a tube full of Pringles and do us a jingle.
You always get the Pringles.
Wow. Well, on
got
that
to do
note, if anybody has any questions, anything they want to kind of chat about for the next one, give us a DM on Twitter or on Instagram. And yeah, we'll see you next Wednesday, boys. Hopefully this one will be out maybe Friday, Monday. Don't know. We'll get into a regular pattern. This is still be time we're talking about. It's definitely Monday, isn't it?
Oh,
Monday.
Maybe if your mic wasn't cutting out, you fanny.
I deserve that. Nice one, boys. Right. Have a good week.
See you later.
Bye.